Hello, my incisive friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. You know, never say never, because I I rarely doubt human potential. And in terms of sci-fi, and even a lot of top physicists say that uh, backwards time travel or time travel to the past is impossible. Well, I don't know. I was just kind of brainstorming some weird ideas, and I had a few different notions of how we could go backwards in time. Uh, like to throw them out there to you guys for your thoughts and hear your suggestions of how we could go back in time. I was surprised that there were more than I thought. Okay, so here's a big one. In an infinite universe, okay, if our universe extends infinitely past our light cone, which is the distance that we can see into the universe because of the speed of light, there's undoubtedly more universe, but we're just restricted by what is called our light cone. But in an infinite universe past our light cone, if it is an infinite universe, we could go back in time if we find the exact time we're looking for on one of the trillions of identical planets. Remember, it's an infinite universe. Now, you would have to believe there would be an unimaginable amount of drones surveying these different realms of the infinite in our one universe. This is still our universe, just beyond our light cone, if it is infinite. So that's one way. We would have to find the exact replica planet with exact specifications that we wanted to ensure were the ones that were the time travel destination that we wanted, and it was authentically so. That would take some intense calculations, I'm pretty sure. But it's conceivable in an infinite universe. Another idea is if we travel faster than light that left the Earth during the time period you wanted to travel to. Okay, so let's say you wanted to see the dinosaurs, you would have to travel faster than the light that left Earth during the dinosaur period. And you would have to get to that spot ahead of it, stop, turn around with an incredible telescope, and you could see the past. So you could visually travel to the past that way. In a multiverse of infinite universes, you could find and then immigrate to the identical universe that is just before the time period you wish to travel to. So that's another level of infinite, not just infinite within our universe, the infinite multiverses outside of our universe. Here's another one that's a little bit more grounded in conceivability in this universe. You could travel backwards in time if you become massless. So you can uncouple from causality, travel against the tide of entropy. You'd be swimming through the scaffolding, the post quantum collapsed space time that physically exists. It's a physical structure, and that physical structure of our universe is called the past. So you would travel down this scaffolding that is supporting the now, it's holding up the now, it's real, it's physical. Then you find the desired space time you want to go to and immerse yourself. So that is another way. Um, Here's one more. You could create a highly detailed, fully immersive digital simulation of the time period you wanted to go to and all the possible outcomes starting from that arrival time in the past. So essentially, an incredible simulation. Another possibility is physically build a high detail recreation, populating this world with organic and inorganic systems as needed. So it's basically, instead of like a digital simulation, this is a real world recreation, a zoo, if you will. Of course, you knew I was going to say this next one with the powers of psi. You know, there are intuitives with different levels of fidelity, and even great intuitives have different levels of fidelity, from the very sublime gestalts to fully immersive synesthetic astral projections. So accuracy depends on the harmony and resonance with the target. So essentially, using psi abilities, you can get anything from tiny morsels of data from the past to the complete metadata of anything that has ever had or ever will have any connection to that desired space-time you're going to. You can do that with astral projection. Um, so that is another way to fully be immersive in the past in a real sense. Uh, Here's another one I thought of even. If you have a dream of the past and you don't doubt its reality during the dream, were you essentially in the past during your experience? So, once again, if you had a dream where you were in the past and you don't doubt that you were in the past during that dream, were you in the past in some context? If you fully believed it from your perspective, relatively speaking, yes, you're in the past. But also, it could perhaps tap into some intuitive stuff as well. It could be artificially induced, hypnosis, Bankston methods, sleep suggestions. So that's eight different ways to time travel backwards in time. You know, if you uncoupled from the Higgs field, you would lose mass. Maybe it's not about uncoupling from gravity, it's about uncoupling from the Higgs field, which also would give you some time travel abilities, perhaps. Well, what do you guys think? Much love.